Here's Clark now for Leicester. He finds Hampton. Hampton guarded by Martin. Finds inside to King. King turns. Nice fadeaway jump shot. Makes the two.
Yeah, King showed there one of his strength. He worked really hard off the ball. Got a nice seal inside. And he's got a lovely fadeaway left-hand jumper.
From Fletcher to Jackman. Jackman can't make the shot. And Tyler King brings it forward. And there's a three-point effort from Brandon Clark. Game for Leicester. Eagles missed a lot of shots on Wednesday in that defeat. But there's Fletcher again, 2 for Jackman. It's one of those ones where possibly later on the game might not be called. Oh, that's a great pass from Tyler King. Lovely cut from Eric Robertson to the basket.
Whatever set they've got good execution, setting good back screens.
Flournoy battling with Robertson. There's Fletcher again, fantastic turn and spin. Clark brings it up for Leicester, guarded by Flournoy. Hampton tries to go baseline. Jackman trying to deny him. He finds King in the corner for 3. Yep, nice stroke from Tyler now. Finds Martin. He gives it to Jackman. Jackman tries to turn against Tyler King. Throws it back out to Flournoy. He finds Martin. Martin back into Flournoy. Flournoy from the free throw line.
And Scott Martin closed King down big time there.
And Scott Martin does really well to get a 3-point there. Nice spot by Fletcher, but Fletcher made him work so hard. Sullivan had to take a hard shot and he missed it. Flournoy finds Martin and Martin drops in another 3. You look at the Leicester lineup now, and it's pretty much that second 5 that's on. It's a great outlet pass there from Drew Lasker, who stole 7 at 19 to 12. Here's Harrison Gamble back to Washington. Washington trying to shape with Fab, and yeah, nice, makes a nice nice jump shot from him.
He's made that jab step his own, hasn't he, over the years, Connor Washington.
Here's Berens, thought about going to the basket, but was blocked by Thompson. Great pass by Fletcher. Berens used his feet well there, and puts 2 points in for the Eagles. All season long, the Eagles have been looking for a performance from Berens. Possibly might get it tonight. Well, that's too easy, that one, though. Washington again, he's looking to see where he can penetrate. Finds Thompson and Martin into the basket. And he lays it in for 2 more.
He was up against an absolute block, an absolute wall that was between him and the basket, and he was forcing it, and Connor Washington didn't really need to do anything. That's where he needed to do something. I thought, Fab, it's happened, you need to get on with the game.
I think you could see by the reaction of the crowd as well, it wasn't just Flournoy who thought that. There's Fletcher going for another 3. That one's just short. Great rebound from Christian Berens. Flournoy picks up the rebound to Lasker. Lasker going at pace. He's going to go all the way to the basket. And that's an and one call there. It's a great quarter for the Eagles. 29 to 21 the lead after the first quarter. Fans on their feet, and the noise in here is quite exceptional for a game which people would say it doesn't really matter, but we've already talked about it does matter for the Eagles. And Clark tries an alley-oop and it goes over the top of Shane Walker, and here's Joe Hart trying for a layup, and it's all about defence at the moment because there's another block by Pierre Hampton. And there's Flournoy trying to stop King. He finds Robertson. Walker battling inside. King going for 3. That's far too long.
Yeah, I think one problem here with the Eagles' defence is they're switching a lot, and sometimes they're ending up with Fletcher on King or Fletcher on
Flournoy, Fletcher, and Berens it was who went off. Ball in low. Here's Sullivan again, who's come on battling against Jackman. Doesn't make the shot, and Jackman takes a rebound. He finds Lasker. Lasker finds Martin. Martin was going to look for 3. He finds Hart. Great pass inside, bounce pass inside for Hart, and a cut up with a rebound. Tyler King, who's stroking it well early, he's missed his last 3 shots. There's Martin going against King, and King's all over him, but Martin manages to get that
all far from the basket when they're absolutely going, they've nothing to go for.
Andy Thompson's now come on for Leicester to replace Tyler King, and picks up the pieces under the basket there. In and out, and somehow threaded the needle to find Defoe, who makes the layup.
Yeah, what I'm really pleased about there is Darius making that shot to give Jackman the assist, because that was a great pass.
He's just off. Gamble takes another rebound. Washington pushing the ball at the other end. faced by Martin, and somebody left Andy Thompson wide open under the basket, and Thompson.
Sullivan, Gamble, and is it Andy Thompson are doing a terrific job inside on the defence, and the Eagles just seem to have taken off the. Okay.
His 6th rebound of the game. He finds Sullivan, who brings the ball up. He's Connor Washington, all hustle and bustle. Gets the ball out to Sullivan. Sullivan to Thompson. Gamble tries the big arc in 3. That just comes off, and Josh Ward Hibbert there. He apparently has got the hardest ever recorded serve by a British men player. So there you go. So it makes you wonder why he's playing basketball. And there's 2 points there for Chris Fletcher looking to penetrate. But back out to Martin, who turns down the 3. Tough defence there by Leicester.
Yeah.
Tough defence. Fernand thinks about the 3, gives it back to Fletcher. Fletcher to Martin. Martin now shoots the 3. To be fair, the Eagles clock back on for Connor Washington. He finds Sullivan. Sullivan facing up the Olin Jackman. He might fancy that line-up, but he's thrown outside to Thompson. And Thompson, we know, can't be left open. Andy Thompson for 3-point range, and he puts the Riders back up by a point.
Yeah, really good screening move there. Teammates work well to screen him and get him wide open for that look.
Eagles here holding for the last shot of the quarter. Fletcher trying to see if he can penetrate. Turns, shoots it in. Oh, lovely 2 from Ramon Fletcher, right on the buzzer. 45-44, and Fletcher just keeps running straight off the court and off to the locker room. But what a way to finish a fantastic first half of basketball. Eagles leading 45-44, anybody's game, and one thing's certain, this is certainly no dead rubber.
No, I mean, we were talking about times when Fab defies, what he can do in terms of his age. Fletcher defied a lot of things there because he's playing against a player 3 or 4 inches bigger than himself, yet he somehow managed to spin, keep complete control over the ball and his body.
It's Clark, Robertson, King, Hampton and Walker, and it's Leicester on the offence with King, who finds Robertson, who goes into the middle, tries to find Hampton, does, and Hampton lays it in the 3-point line and against Martin, but Martin stood his ground and Hampton's shot was short.
Stuck to his defensive task really well, didn't he?
So now outside to Martin, who's going for 3, and Martin makes the 3 at the other end, puts the Eagles up by 2.
Yeah, and
rebound with Hampton comes away with it. He finds Robertson inside. Robertson makes a nice 2.
Wow, what a tough move that was. Uses his rotations really well. And the first few offenses was all Pierre Hampton, then suddenly Robertson stepped up.
Oh, lovely play from Fletcher as he goes inside. That Jackman takes a rebound. He gives it to Fernand. Fernand slows things down, looks for his point guard Fletcher. Fletcher, well, I'd like Dave to try and explain to me how Fletcher
played nearly 4 minutes.
It wasn't 2 shots for Martin because he wasn't in the act of shooting. Eagles the ball at the end line. Fernand trying to turn and spin, but the ball comes loose, and Shane Walker's.
But again, Eagles have got back, recovered, and stayed with the task.
And surely that's 3 seconds I would have thought in the key then. Tyler King knocks down a 3.
In the calls, but nice dish out, and King doesn't miss too many of those.
So now working inside, back out to Fletcher. Fletcher goes up for 3, and in it goes again. Eagles lead 56-52.
That's where Fletcher now thinks, whoa, I need to get my teammates involved next offense.
There's a nice pass from Tyler King to Brandon Clark, who knocks in the 2. And just as Dave was saying earlier about we've come up the 5-minute mark halfway through the 3rd quarter, and looks like Riders are preparing 5 subs.
And that was a beautiful shot from Brendan Clark. He's playing against a player who's way bigger than him, Darius Defoe. But
Thompson and Sullivan on for Leicester, and for Eagles, Olin Jackman's gone off and Drew Laster's come back on. That's the only change they've made. We're down to 4:17, and the Eagles lead has just gone up to
down a left-hand shooter when most of the people you're closing down are right-handed shooters. But the other thing about him is when he penetrates, he's got a lovely one-handed pass off his left hand. 7-8 games, working his way back, and I think he's still a bit concerned, isn't he, about the hand?
Yeah, it's still very heavily strapped as well. But where he wasn't concerned about the hand that time, because he's made a great block on Andy Thompson, who finds that's Eagles basketball at its best. Yeah. Good player Tyler Bernardini, but obviously not here tonight, and he's been a good servant from Leicester 3 years. And that's Nice tip in there from Andy Thompson. It's Drew Sullivan's shot hit the front of the rim. Thompson was in the right place, just knocked it in. The Eagles just need to be careful here. Riders have come back again at 66-61. But when in doubt, go to the hands of Fletcher. Washington close to guarding him. Flournoy comes up to set the screen. Fletcher shoots a three. Ooh, and it's just off. A great quarter from the Eagles again. 68-61 the lead with 10 minutes to go, and it's still anybody's game though, Dave.
Well, yeah, a 7-point lead going into the final quarter is not decisive in any way at all. But we talked about the Eagles leading for 16 minutes of the 20 in the first half. They've maintained that sort of statistic. They've won 3 quarters out of the 4. Big thing now is, what are they going to talk about? What are they going to say? What are they going to do to maintain this? Those players better than the coach do, but I'm telling you, the vibes I'm picking up right now is that Behrens is coming into form just at the time when the Eagles need this sort of performance from him.
Oh, and Connor Washington has his pocket picked by Ramon Fletcher, who goes the full length of the court. And Andrew Thompson in the front court, and it's pretty strong lineup that indeed.
Well, I thought Andy Thompson was the reason Leicester stayed in the game in the first half. He had 13 points and 7 rebounds in that first half. I thought that's great play from Robertson, is it?
Yeah. Did get the offensive rebound back, but missed the layup again. So he's missed the layup there. And comes down the other end, and Brandon Clark knocks it in for
around the basket, and was being a real nuisance on theirs. I realised that he could maybe have converted a couple of things that he.
Brandon Clark seems to be just getting 7. So it's just a 5-point lead, and it was an 11 points, a 6-0 run from Leicester at the moment. As Flournoy tries to turn the corner up to the free throw line, knocks in another turn out. Owen Jackman almost comes up with the rebound. Washington gets it. He passes it to Clark, to King inside. Nice quick turnaround from King, lays it in for 2 more. And it's
both teams on 3 fouls, so there's no difference there.
Fletcher back out to Flournoy. Flournoy going for oh my word, he's got another one. Fab into double figures on 10 points. Here endeth the argument about whether Fab Flournoy can still play in this league. Great 3-pointer from Brandon Clark, though, to reply. He's going at it here now. Fletcher's 1, 2, 3 steps. Up it goes, it's off. Flournoy tips it back out to Owen Jackman. Flournoy finds a cutting Scott Martin. Owen Jackman with an offensive rebound. 2. And that's all she wrote. Eagles win 83-76. One thing I want to say straight away, Dave, is that the Eagles are the only team that have got the series season head-to-head over Leicester this year. So that is something for them to take
absolutely,
into the playoffs.
I agree. Yeah.
And there's no doubt about that. Leicester tried to win this game.
I think the dynamics changed a little bit. You know, yes, there'll be people who will argue, well, Leicester had nothing to play for. They've won the league. Emotions have relaxed a bit. It didn't look that way. The way they were playing physically in that game. But what's far more important is the Eagles have rediscovered the way they should play. And we said right at the now, what they need tonight was a win, but more importantly, improvement.
But from Dave Eldigan and myself, it's a good night, and it certainly was a good night for the Eagles, who win the game 83-76 and therefore finish second in the BBl Championship.